Aquaba. What's going on, y'all, man? Today we're just gonna have a quick video, just a recap about what we was going through, the emotions and everything else about the video game and how it helps the relationship and what we learned from it, man. So without further ado,
told you that, hey, you missed the checkpoint. Like, baby, you missed the checkpoint, but just keep going. And you was like, no, I could just go back and get it. I said, you can't because it's too high. And you was insisting on, no, I could just go backwards. So I let you go backwards and you died. Like, so at that moment, what was you thinking about after I told you, just go forward? You're almost done with the level. Keep going. And you decided to do the opposite anyways. What was going on through your mind?
Listen, if you all have been watching us since the time we've uploaded this video, you know that Mario was something. It's so hard for me to move on to the next level. That was my first time passing through the half check ball. I'm like, I better go back so I can get that. You told me I can't do that, but at the same time in my head, I'm like, girl, you did it. You gotta achieve it. You gotta earn that. So go back and pick up that checkpoint. I think I'll bring this in that I know you mentioned that you were not angry and you were just kind of worried, right? But baby, you told me several times, just die. Just die. What did you mean by that?
I said that in that was Mario.
I was Flip Fiction too.
I was Flip Fiction?
Yeah, just die. When I was like, couldn't pop.
Oh, I was saying that not because I was mad. I was saying that because I knew you messed up. So I knew you messed up. So it was no point in you even trying to continue. Just start over. That's all. Like, yo, just die, because you was trying to jump over the things, but you was doing it so late, and then you was jumping so early, and then since you was waiting so long, I knew you might as well just die. Like, you just start over. Like, there's no point of you even trying because you messed up. I knew how it was moving, how the game was, how it was moving, that you weren't gonna make it, and you could just see that. And I was like, yo, I'll just go ahead, just kill yourself so you can start all over, and do it again. So that's what I was saying by that. So, and I think I said it in Mario too, when I be like, yo, just die, is because I see, it's not because I'm mad, it's because I see you ain't do it right. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. And what do you think out of 1 through 100? How do you think my patience level was? Knowing that I know you're supposed to go forward, and you just said, forget what you're saying. I'm gonna do what I want to do and go backwards. And you end up killing yourself. I really believe that you could have beat that. You was almost done with that level.
Listen, do you know who made me mess up? Yeah, him. He did. He made me mess up. First of all, I was willing to go. Keep going, keep pushing till I'm done with that level. And then here he goes. Oh, shoot, you didn't get a checkpoint. And you know how women are. Let me go back and get that. I go get it. I'm gonna go back and get that checkpoint, y'all. That's what I did. But I know that, he probably felt frustrated because after I did that, guess what, y'all? I lost. Yeah, we have to restart again. I know that you were frustrated, but don't let me hear it. It's anytime I hear something, I gotta do it. So don't let me hear it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I understood. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Spider-Man was your first game recorded or something. Okay, so what was going through your mind? Because I know that it was like a train, where you have to go through all the train, and you gotta fight some people, and it's at that point, what was going through your mind?
Yo, I was heated. Me playing on myself, I was heated. 100%. 100%. Because I played that about 30 minutes. I did not know how hard that level was going to be for me. And I'm like, yo, this train is taking forever. This train is yo, I'm putting in that work. I'm putting in that pain. My man Spider-Man getting it in over there. If y'all watch the video, go back to the video, watch it, check it out. Y'all see, I was putting in that work. I put in that work, and the train, okay, so the train is the line is like this, okay? And the train is moving, you got to get to this finish line, but the train is moving like this. And I'm like, yo, it's 20 minutes go, it's okay, wait, I'm gonna be realistic. It's 5 minutes go by, and it moves like this. I'm like, okay, 10 minutes go by in this room like this. 30 minutes, I'm like, yo, all these freaking dinosaurs, like, when is it gonna get to the end? So pretty much, it didn't get to the end where I was putting in that work. So I'm killing them, I ain't getting nowhere. But once I realized I had to cheese it, I told you I had to cheese it. So once I realized that, I think it was only 4 of them. So only 4 of them come at a time. So instead of every time I kill one, another one comes. I ain't got time for that. And then I was like, okay, this what I do. I think it was 3 though. But then I said, this what I do. So instead of killing them, I just jump around them. They wasn't smart enough to like the shoot, upwards or try to like reach and get me. So I'm like, shoot, I just jump across this train. And yo, look, it worked. Sometimes you gotta think. So you just gotta think,
Yeah, that's true. If you haven't seen that game, go check it. Make sure you subscribe, you like it.
Please go check their game out because I put in that work. And the games we play on hard too, by the way. Yeah, we don't like this channel. We're not playing games on easy. We play them pause, but we play them difficulty or hardest difficulty. And so we was playing the other games, and it's still Mario, but you it looked like you was getting to me. You was getting a little frustrated because you just wasn't beating anything. And I was beating it, like So how did you feel at that moment when you wasn't really doing much? I was pretty much carrying us.
To be honest, yeah, like you said, I was frustrated. At a point, I'm like, what is the point there? Let me just watch you finish the whole thing, Because anytime I get it, I lose. Like, it doesn't even take me 1 second. And I lose just like that. And yeah, it kind of frustrated me. I don't want to play again. I'm like, can we play a different game, and stuff. But at that point, I honestly thought about you. I was like, okay, you know what? At this point, my husband is doing it. Why don't I support him? I can just laugh through it all, and stuff like that. But yeah, I was a little frustrated. Yeah, I agree. Let's talk basketball. I know you love basketball. Like, is this like your team or you are managing? Can we hear a little bit about basketball?
So yeah, pretty much NCCU. I explained it at the beginning, but pretty much NCCU is a school that my mama graduated from.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, I'm gonna just play with this team. And I was thinking about my son, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna see what it's like, like to be a coach, because he might want to play basketball one day. So I'm like, hey, and so far, I think we're like 0-2 right now, so it's not looking good. But they cheated me. They cheated me like they were cheating the whole game. Like I did not know in that game. That's an old game. I didn't know in that game you could hook people. I guess hooking wasn't illegal back then because I remember my basketball teammate I had, and he was really good in high school. So he might see this one day. I don't know. He might see this video, but he was really good and he was hooking. He used to hook like crazy. So maybe it was legal back then. I like, man, I didn't know you could hook on that game. But yeah, we pretty much trash. I ain't gonna lie, we doing bad right now. But we got talent. And my problem is I worked on conditioning, trying to dunk, but I ain't working on free throws. Good God Almighty, boy, our free throws is bad. We are trash. But anyways, though, yeah, I mean it's over 2 early in the season, Okay, and that taught you to how to support your husband when you aren't able to do it and he's able to do it. So explain that as far as you saying support. That was a good thing you said. Being able to, let me just show support. So can you explain that?
Honestly, sometimes things doesn't go our way, but when you love somebody, you want to see them achieve. So once I looked at you like killing it, my baby was like, dun, 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 dun. I was like, okay, this boy is really good at me, and I don't want to mess up his mood. So I'm just going to go with the flow and enjoy it as well. And guess what? I did enjoy even watching him than me playing and losing. So it's like at that point, I'm like, you know what? Let me share this happiness with my husband. Yeah.